Hey, this is Jen Vickers, and today is September 26, 2022, and I'm showing you a new process and how to create an opportunity. As you can see, I'm here in the opportunities, which is the handshake in command, and I am under my personal account here. So if you're in a team, you'll need to choose your team account. So what is new is before you had to create a contact first, but now you can create the contact in the opportunity. So click here and click on Create Opportunity, and you choose Opportunity Type. So I'm going to choose Buyer. I will put in the client's name here, and just know if you do not have your client in there, it'll prompt you to add new clients. So I'll go ahead and click on the new client, and I would have to put in here his email address and phone number. And then under buyer 2 or co-buyer, I can put in and add her. And still the same process is under the opportunity name, you want to get into the habit of you want to change this to the property address if possible. And I like to put in the city in there too. And what this does, it will help you, especially if you use .loop, this is what your loop will be named, but as far as getting paid and tracking down stuff, it helps everybody. The address is easier to find for everybody than having the client's name and send buyer. So if you do not have an address, you can go ahead and leave it like that. But once you know it, you want to change it as soon as possible. Now, as you notice in here, you can see that I have some asterisks here, and these asterisks are required fields. Now you see that there's no asterisk here on these right here, the budget, estimated closing date, custom tags, or time frame. So you can put these in here, but they're not required. But one thing that's required is the commission rate. So you want to go here and you want to put in the commission rate is either whatever that's in the MLS or whatever that you're expecting to make. Now, if this is a listing, you want to make sure that this is what you're going to get on the listing side, not what you're charging the seller. And then also under the opportunities, phases, and stages, you want to choose where are you in this process. I want to go ahead and click on active and click on create. Before I do, just know if you're not able to find your client and you know that they're in there, just remember, like if the name is under the personal contacts, that if this is a personal opportunity, you need to do that. If it's a team, this name needs to be under the team. So I'm going to go ahead and click on create. And does it look like I already have this phone number in here? So let's see what that does. There you go. And then you get this information down here saying that those two contacts have been added to my contacts. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to click on here under the documents. First thing you want to do is over here on the left, you see where it says pick checklist type. You want to choose what checklist that there is. Is it residential, new build, land, and other market centers? You may see commercial or other items in here. So pick whichever one that is what it is. And you can see that all these checklist items appear. And each market center has different items. You can see here that this has a DS next to some of these items. And what this means, DS stands for DocuSign. So if you choose DocuSign, these documents right here are automatically going to go into DocuSign. If you're using .loop, it's not going to affect it one way or the other. And just know, like if you click here that says under contract, you can see that there are additional checklist items that you need, and there could be additional DSs here too. So up here on the top right, you can see where it says start a transaction. If you're connected to both DocuSign and .loop, you'll see like when you click here, you have the option to choose DocuSign or .loop. Just know that if you choose one and you decide to change it to the other after you choose it, you're going to have to start a new opportunity to go to the other because once you connect it to one, it will not connect to the other. So I'm going to go ahead and click on DocuSign. if you have not clicked into DocuSign before, it will ask you to sign in. But just see that these are the documents that were added that had the DS next to them and under the checklist type. I have another video to show you step by step on how to do DocuSign, but this process does not matter whether you use DocuSign or dotloop, and you do not have to go into Command to get to DocuSign and dotloop once you make that connection, because once you make that connection, you can go directly to your dotloop or you can go directly into DocuSign. Now, I have a couple other videos, one to show you the process with DocuSign, and the other is to show you how to get the documents back from either dotloop or DocuSign back into Command for your process to continue with the compliance.